Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to Breaducation. Hi, it's Jason from Jason Sourdough here today on Breaducation. This is all about farm to fork. Special guest with us today, George Lamb.
How you doing, man?
Nice to see you, George.
Nice to see you too.
Tell me all about Wild Farm. It's a great story.
Yeah, so we're a regenerative farming business,
Yeah.
or food business, in fact, and we're a network of regenerative farms. We're the only third-party audited regenerative farming kind of network, basically, in the UK. People are going to start hearing a lot about regenerative. It's growing better quality crops and at the same time focusing on soil health.
Yeah.
And so you don't use any side. Side is the Latin word for death, so no herbicides, no pesticides, no fungicides. You've got to try and keep all your ground covered the whole time, so you've got to use things called cover crops.
Yeah.
We try and encourage people to take livestock on at least a minimum of once every 3 years, so you're getting that kind of old MacDonald, you're getting the mixed farm rather than now...
So circular life.
Circular life on there. We build in-field diversity, so we get multiple species of plant all in the same field.
Yeah.
So if you look at our field, a lot of the issue actually is getting people to reframe what good looks like. So if you look at a traditional wheat field, it's all very kind of regimented and lines, and it's all super straight. And our thing looks like it's wild, hence the name Wild Farmed.
Yeah.
Because we'll have all sorts of flowers in there, and you might have what's called a bicrop or a polycrop, where you've got wheat and beans in there, or you might do peas and barley and rape all in one place. So it looks a bit unusual, but actually what you're doing is you're trying to get balance and equilibrium back into the soil. So
when you talk about all the different plants and flowers and that are just growing really wild, really naturally there. So depending what you have in there, does that have does that create a difference in the flower? Does that affect the flavour of the flower, how it grows? Is that really important?
I think it will ultimately affect the flavour of the flower. There's a lot of papers and a lot of studies that have been done about the kind of taste profiles or flavour profiles correlating with the health of the soil.
Yeah.
And if you get multiple species if you're bringing, diversity, and in nature's case, biodiversity is pretty much the answer to everything. And so if you're bringing in all of these diverse different plants, then you're kind of exponentially increasing the soil biology's health. And so if you've got healthier soil, then you will have a healthier plant, and then how kind of all plants work, and particularly grasses, is the digestive bit. Their digestive tract is actually the soil. And so their ability to take all the macro and micronutrients out, which then kind of dictate the flavour, if they're in good shape, then they're going to pull more out, it's going to taste better.
Yeah, I think that what's really interesting on that is, it's obvious to bakers that the number one main ingredient in making bread is flour.
Yeah.
But I don't think people actually think about that. Oh, it's just flour. Just throw it in, put the other ingredients in. But the difference in the quality of the products you can get from just taking a run-of-the-mill standard flour to then even having a white flour that can be milled differently.
Yeah.
And you can get like dirty white flours where it's more of the grains in there, it becomes natural. And then it leads into some of the stuff that you're doing. And that was really important for us as a business when we started working together.
Sure.
That we created a flour between ourselves. And there was a lot of work that went between us to come up with the right flour to fit with what we believe in as Jason Sourdough. And I think the malted Wild Farm flour, adding that into our base flour, just delivers a real unique, special taste to the product. So it's a really, really, really lovely flour. Now, it's really great that Wild Farm makes the flour that it does, and they just do it in the right way. And it's very, very similar to us. It's about making sourdough bread in the right way. Sourdough, it's time, it's the process of how you make it, getting the right ingredients, simple ingredients. It's 4 or 5 ingredients, just depending what you're adding into it. And then it's all about the process, the time, controlling the temperatures. Changing the temperature changes the profile of the bread. We've got like dough conditioning rooms that products go in, set temperature, over 24 hours, really using traditional skills, hand cutting the products, coming out the oven, and when you see your products coming out the oven using some of the wild farm flour, the flavour, and
no better feeling.
so George, obviously we knew you were coming today, so made you some wild farm bread.
I can see that.
Basically exactly the same dough that's out in the supermarkets in the minute. Took it this morning, shaped it up, put it in the bannetons, sat there for a couple of hours, cut it, baked it, ready for you here. So Chef Tom has done a butter board.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 lots of butter here. So we've got caramelised garlic butter, we've got a Spanish butter with some peppers, mixed olives in there, and then we've got some Mexican butter as well with some chilies and lime.
I'm getting spoiled, man.
So,
shall I do the honours?
Yeah, you do the honours, it's be a pleasure. So what you're going to dip in first?
Smells really good, man.
Yeah, it is nice. So let's see.
It's really good to just try a little bit
Yeah,
without
exactly,
it.
yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
all you're really getting is a
flavour from the malts and
Yeah.
the kibbles there. Really, really, really nice.
it's
So.
delicious, mate.
Yeah, it's a really nice bread. So great flavour. Yeah, it's got all the bits in there: kibble barley, kibble malt. Just really, really nice. Adds the flavour. So
Wait, we've got a bit of
what have you
Tom's-
gone for? You've
I've gone
gone
for
Spanish.
the Tom's Spanish butter.
I'm going Mexican. So let's go.
That's delicious.
Oh, really nice. Mexican.
Yeah.
Lime and everything on it's just beautiful. So
Nice work, Tom.
very nice. So butterboard's been really quite a big thing on. You were just saying earlier about your friend.
Tom, yeah. He went into, so my buddy Tom Straker, who's a chef, been grinding it out in the kitchens for the last 10, 15 years. He was like, I'm gonna have to start doing some stuff online. This whole butter thing just took off and he became the butter guy, all things butter.
Crazy.
Getting millions and millions of views. Come out, he's got 1.2 million followers now.
Sometimes in life, you don't need a great deal. Just some great sourdough, Jason sourdough, butter, wild farm flour.
Yeah, don't take
That's
much.
it. That's it. Don't get much better than that. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.
Hit the bell. I don't know what hit the bell means, but hit it.